The DS3 Crossback is hardly inexpensive, but in compensation it's a satisfyingly desirable take on small SUV motoring. The design is individual, the cabin feels special and it's well equipped. Plus the combustion engines are willing and economical, and there's the option of full electric technology if you want it. This is a car that really should move the DS brand forward.
You get the feeling that the DS brand is still deciding quite how its product should ride and handle. Dynamically, this one is amongst the better cars of its kind in the small SUV segment. And to be more specific, the steering's pleasingly accurate, but could do with a tad more feel for the times when you're pushing on through tighter bends. Body roll's well controlled for such a relatively high-sided small car. And the ride's relatively pliant, feeling good at highway speeds, though it can be upset by deeper potholes and sharper speed humps. The 6-speed manual gearbox we're trying here is quite slick too, though you can only have it with the two entry-level 100 horsepower engines, the blue HDI 100 diesel and the power plant we're trying here, the PureTech 100 petrol unit. The same 3-cylinder 1.2-litre petrol engine also features further up the range with either 130 or 155 horsepower, but in these guises must be mated to an 8-speed automatic gearbox. As a DS3 Crossback buyer, your other option is the fully electric E-Tense version, which uses a 136 horsepower electric motor linked to a 50 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery and can offer 200 miles of WLTP-rated driving range. If, as is more likely, you're happy with combustion power, you'll find that petrol and diesel variants can offer class-leading levels of segment efficiency. This PureTech 100 petrol variant, for instance, manages up to 52 miles per gallon on the combined cycle and up to 105 grams per kilometre of CO2. DS stands for Different Spirit, and the look of this car is certainly different, the idea being to offer a more interesting take on B-segment super mini-based SUV design. Established DS themes include the LED fangs in the front bumper and the unusual shark fin between the side windows, but perhaps it's just as important to point out that the dimensions here position this car amongst the bigger contenders in this segment, targeting Audi Q2s and Honda HR-Vs rather than Dukes and Renault Captures. At the wheel, it's like nothing you'll have experienced before. If diamonds are a girl's best friend, as Marilyn Monroe once assured us, then ladies are going to absolutely love this Crossback's cabin, because that's a theme that reoccurs almost everywhere. Of course, if you favour Teutonic simplicity and clarity of form, you won't like it at all. What's served up here is a glorious antidote to all that, a celebration, the DS designers hope, of everything that's cutting edge in French fashion. You can't help suspecting that the infotainment screen would have been diamond-shaped too, had it not been necessary to source it from the PSA Group parts bin. Anything that isn't included here, and much that is, can be found on the smart virtual instrument screen you view through the leather-bound 3-spoke steering wheel. Time to take a seat in the rear. Legroom actually isn't bad at all, helped by the scalloped seat backs and the way that it's easy to slide your brogues beneath the chair in front. Thanks to the sloping roofline, headspace isn't quite as good, but much more of an issue is the way that your side view out is so restricted by that shark fin side pillar design we referenced earlier. Finally, let's take a look at the boot. It offers 350 litres of space and is accessible via a low loading lip, so lugging heavy items in and out will be easy. Push forward, the 60-40 split backrest and 1,050 litres of space is revealed. And in summary, well, as we said when reviewing the larger DS7 Crossback, we like this car most because it feels special, or at least it will, for the right kind of buyer. Ultimately, this car, like its brand, is aspirational. If you are too, and you're shopping in this segment, looking for something a bit different, we think there's just a chance you might like it very much indeed.